Hey everyone, welcome back. Chef Justin here. So it's been raining a lot in San Diego, so I think it's a perfect time to make some creamy, thick, delicious soups. All right. So today we have some cauliflower with almonds and harissa. I'm gonna saute some onions, boil up the cauliflower, puree it up so it's nice and thick, and I'm excited to show you this recipe. All right. Alright, I wanted to make this recipe as quick and painless for you guys as possible, so I'm not going to be dicing a lot. You see that I bought some diced onions already from Trader Joe's. These little florets of cauliflower I'm just going to chop into smaller pieces. And another hint here is if you take them out of one container, always have another one ready to go. So those two bowls over there, one's a trash bowl, the other is a bowl for my finished product. Okay, so out of one into the other, so stuff doesn't start piling up on your cutting board. When you're nice and organized and everything is chopped and ready to go, there's a French term that's called mise en place, and that means everything is in its place. Everything is organized, you're ready to go. So once you start cooking, you don't have to stop and cut anything again. Mise en place, everything in its place. Okay, I have about a half cup or so of olive oil in the pan that's been heating. I'm adding a half cup, actually it's a 1.5 cups of sliced almonds. I'm gonna let that saute, let them toast in the oil. All right, here I'm adding about 2 tablespoons of the harissa paste. I got this at Trader Joe's, but you can find it most anywhere. And just for a little more heat and a little more flavor, I added probably about a 1/4 teaspoon to about a 1/2 teaspoon of Aleppo pepper right there. At this point, the almonds were probably sauteing about 3 or 4 minutes in the oil with the harissa paste, and most of the moisture was evaporated. That's why it's kind of like looking like it's not bubbling much. My camera got a little jerky as I was trying to put in the onions, but the onions are in now. I'm letting those cook for a little bit. Then I'm going to add some cauliflower. Alright, here's a little side note for you. I was noticing that these almonds were super tasty when I made them. So what I did is I added some oil, some of the harissa pepper, and some salt, and I just sauteed them up. And actually they turned out to be a really tasty treat. They're good for a garnish, of course, that's going to go on top of the soup, but you know what? I just kept eating them, so I actually made some more that I could snack on later. So it's basically olive oil, the harissa paste, and the almonds and some salt. Give it a try. Alright, the almonds, the cauliflower is nice and soft. I let it simmer for about 12 minutes or so, and I let it cool down as well. And as it's cooling, it also gets softer. So what I'm using here is called an immersion blender. Basically, it's like a reverse blender, right? So you don't have to pour the hot steaming soup into a blender and then potentially get burned as the steam's trying to escape, okay? Just put the blender in there, turn it on, swirl it around. At this point, I'm adding the lemon juice, okay, about a 1/4 cup or so. Blending it until it's nice and smooth, until it gets a thick consistency. Remember, you eat with your eyes first, okay? So always try to make your food look good, all right? That means adding a garnish that's gonna enhance the dish. Here I'm added some of those almonds that have been sauteed, some chopped cilantro, and as you can see, it looks pretty, okay? So remember, you eat with your eyes first.